Okay, guys, serious question. Why do they keep telling us to reduce our sodium intake all the time? Like, have you seen how these Asians cook? They use so much sodium and they're still very, very healthy. That's what you say when you don't understand the concept of Nutrigenetics. Hi, I'm Esther the Nutritionist, and this is episode 11 of Oh My God. Every culture has its unique dietary habits, but genes are a part of the story too. Nutrigenetics is just basically how our genes interact with food. Do you know that some dietary traditions around the world are actually shaped by genetic factors? I bet you didn't. Let's take dairy for example. You know how some of us can't digest milk as adults all of a sudden? Well, not Northern Europeans. They actually have a special genetic twist that lets them do it. Probably because their ancestors relied heavily on dairy for nutrition. Do you know that some East Asians get very sick whenever they drink alcohol? That's because they have a gene that makes it very hard for them to break down alcohol completely. Doesn't sound like fun. Do you also know that people from some parts of East Asia and Africa, where rice and tubers are staple foods, tend to produce more of the enzyme that breaks down starch? This just helps them get very quick energy from starchy foods. Do you also know that the Inuit people, think of the water tribe from Avatar, traditionally they eat a lot of fatty fish, but they have unique genes that help them stay healthy even on a high fat diet. The Maasai and Samburu people of Kenya and Tanzania eat a lot of meat and milk high in saturated fats, but they still don't face the same health risks that you might face if you're on the same diet as them. So back to our initial question. In places like Japan or Korea where salty foods are very very popular, some people's bodies have adapted to balance out the effects of high salt intake. Although too much salt is still a risk, but it just helps them regulate their blood pressure even better. Look, it's amazing to try different foods from all around the world, but it's also important to note that our bodies are better adapted to certain foods over others. So see you next week, same time, same place. Bye.